kick it in the guts, bro.
G'day, guys. Welcome back to Fish and Drifts podcast, episode 6. On my right, we have a big homo, Bradley Palmer.
Come on, mate. You know I call you homo in the episodes.
But we share it around.
We can't take me thing.
Anyway, KARL Schultz, and we got a special guest, Benny Barnes.
Benny!
So the boys are fresh off of Rockynats, literally yesterday.
And I'm still fried, so I'm catching up, sorry.
Hence why he hasn't started the podcast tonight.
Yeah, so how was your weekend, boys?
Yeah, it was good. Good fun. I'll take it for you, KARL.
I was about to say, you can start, man. You started talking.
Let you and your mush brain
We'll let you take a couple of minutes to think of what you're going to come up with.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll give that.
Yeah, no, it was a good weekend. Yeah, definitely a big improvement from last year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, really good fun. Really well put together.
Yeah. Drift Cadet for the win, eh?
Drift Cadet all the way.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Awesome hosts. Yeah, they just looked after everybody really well this year. It's quite like a really good lunch for us.
How good was the sausage sizzle?
Oh,
it was delicious.
And
the sausage everywhere.
You love the sausage. But yeah, so it was good for you. Sponsors, did they reach out and see how they loved it? Or?
Yeah, Burson's Johnny Cawthra from Burson's, yeah, he loved it.
Yep.
Dale from Jack's as well, he's a very big supporter of mine. So
awesome.
Yeah, he was happy that we were there and, you know, repping him with the big flash.
How many tyres did he swing your way?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's next time, mate. That's always the answer.
So how many did you end up roughly going through?
I think we went through about 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 pair, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but they were all worn dead though. So.
Yeah.
At least with that pad it looked extremely flat, so it would be pretty even tyre wear.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If you, then I'm hosing the tyres off, gave them good tyre wear. Like on the Saturday, I went a few times where I didn't get my tyres hosed down, and they just like beat it off. Like you see like chunks of rubber just rolling off the tyre, and then when you look at the wheel afterwards, it's like, well, it's probably like 75% gone. But there's sections where there's steel because it's just ripped a chunk of rubber out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's getting too hot.
Yeah.
So what car were you driving, Benny? Like,
you got in the Miata?
No one said, you know, what car he's driving. I think they've both got smush brains tonight.
I didn't ask that question, I don't think. So, there we go, and give a rundown of what you're running.
Got a big red SSU, hard to miss. Thing's friggin' enormous.
You need to get a big red car sticker for that. The big red car like the Wiggles.
Big red, the big red dog. Call Clifford.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no, so...
And put Wake Up Jeff on it.
Hey, it's already half purple, mate, so it'd suit him.
That's the guy. Yeah. So it's a V what?
VU,
is it?
Yeah. So like, I don't know, that means something.
LS canned or...
Yeah, so it's got like some comp cams. It was advertised as a drift cam. Okay. So really good mid-range. Hey, what are you laughing at? It makes it do skids.
I love how they like advertise some parts. So there's a mob that make a tyre and it's called the drift tyre.
Yeah,
and it's just like, come on.
Yeah, but that's actually made by someone decent.
Is that Kenya?
No, it's Valino, isn't it?
No, I saw a cheapie.
Oh no, Valino actually make a proper drift tyre.
There you go.
Well, there you go. It's not just a bit of PVC pipe you chuck over your tyre, is it?
If you need your Valinos, hit up Michael Ginn at Dory Junkie. He'll sort you out with your Valinos.
There you go.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is he throwing some our way or what?
Don't know, you got to learn to drive first.
Oh, come on, I need the Valinos to learn.
That's right, you need that. You need some more toe and some more grip, and you might actually catch KARL.
And some more right foot.
Yeah, less lock.
Less lock, yeah.
You forgot to mention one of your sponsors.
Autobahn Rockhampton.
No.
Can't miss them.
Another one. Hey, hang on, I know your sponsors. I can't remember my own sponsors. Come on. Lawrence's
Motors. Yeah, look, smush brain, man. Smush brain. I was getting there, all right?
I remember the tailgate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're used to seeing them.
Yeah, I was about
I
to say.
walked into that one.
Yeah. Ben, you want to know what's at the back of your car, mate?
No, he does. He one time he shifted about 2.5 inches right on the back corner, about there somewhere.
So that's why the bumper broke.
Nah,
he's talking about before it was painted.
Yeah, Matt Siri.
Yeah, so when I was painting the car, he's like, dude, sorry about this quarter panel. It was Benny. I swear it was Benny that pushed it up.
Blaming it all on me.
You want a funny thing? And he's like, that was the better side.
Yeah.
What happened to the other side?
Nothing.
I think when he was ripping this side out of the tree, off the chain,
yeah.
probably pushed that side in a bit. Because it seemed to be closer to the door, so.
Anyway.
But she worked out all right. She's looking the goods now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Looks way better than Red Commodore.
So what was your favourite passenger ride compliment, I should say? Anyone that stand out going frothing being in the car?
Oh, I had some old lady screaming half the time, scared the shit out of me halfway through. Like, margin away from the wall, went towards the wall again, and then flung it back the other way to go into that bottom corner. And she just started like screaming at the top of her lungs. I thought like the front wheel fell off and she was just looking at it, rolling towards the VIP area. But
Yeah.
She was just having a ball.
yeah, she just loved it. And then next minute the belt tensioner fell off and
Oh, right.
nearly went into the wall anyway. So that was,
So you had your couple of little dramas then?
yeah. Always
I had
dramas,
some too.
mate. Yeah, but you only missing those, so that's to be expected. Smush brain.
Smush brain is definitely bad.
There's no comeback on that
What
one.
was actually baby brain?
No, the baby's 2, so no.
Oh, I didn't know if you had another one coming up.
Oh, no. God, no. Anyway, let's talk about babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, your baby. So how did you
baby
actually go?
Jeffrey's clucky lately.
Yeah.
I'm Aiden. But anyway, how'd your rocket go?
It went pretty good. Then it didn't go at all. Then it went again. And then it intermittently didn't go.
Was it one of the consistent cars out there? Would you put it up there?
Well, I think if you work off what we did passenger ride wise, we all did very similar passenger ride numbers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I have to say it was very consistent for the weekend.
Yeah.
I did run out of fuel on the first session Saturday
Yeah.
because I asked a question about filling the car. Don't think they understood what I was asking,
Yeah, okay.
and I sort of got the wrong information. So then we went to go for the first session. I actually ran out of fuel with like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, I overcooked. Like, it just cooked me pressure pump and just failed.
So you're blaming Jiggy for that?
No, Jiggy was actually up the top, nothing to do with him.
Oh.
It was. I asked some guys running the event, and I think we just had a bit of miscommunication on what was actually happening because it was my first time doing it.
Yeah.
Unlike Ben here, he was privileged for
Seasoned
last
pro.
year.
Season,
That's
mate.
it. Season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes good.
Oh, yeah.
Seasoned.
Oh, yeah.
Well, leave the jokes to me, mate.
We just went ultra queer
I'm
on that.
getting going. It's all right. I think.
Okay, we'll get some more CCs in him and he'll be right by the end.
Due for another one soon.
Nah, my car was pretty good.
Yeah.
So I got a new fuel pump into it for Sunday. I got it sorted for Saturday. Got a new fuel pump into it for Sunday, and then at the end of the Sunday, obviously I think some heat and some trigger issues started arising.
Okay.
But I managed to make up a lot of like, I call it demo time when in between the second and third session when all these guys wanted to sit down and twiddle their fingers. The old RB was sending it for nearly a whole hour.
Yeah, right.
So between one of the drift cadet guys in the they're in 86, aren't they, the new ones?
Yep.
The new 86.
Yeah.
New 86.
And me, we've actually went for an hour. Like he went one ride and I went one just on the track like consistently.
Yeah.
And then that's when the rear bar got broken.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
at the end
Oh, I thought the AE got you.
it did. So at the end of that, right before the start
Did
of
you say 86?
is it the A86?
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
The new
That's
one.
an
Oh,
86.
Oh,
Is it?
just call it a BRZ.
That one. Yeah, there we go.
That's easy.
The drift cadet cars, them things.
Yeah,
okay. You can't swear like
Oh,
that.
now I'm upset about it.
Yeah, I know.
I thought an
That's what I
A86
thought.
hit ya.
Nah, it was there was
Now
the
BRZ.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Nah, you're paying for it now, mate.
Send me the bill.
That's gonna be the
we
bill.
thought it was the AE that got you.
Nah, I didn't have a drive with him. Because he didn't have a roll cage.
Yeah.
He virtually always drove with Scotty because he didn't have a roll cage, so they couldn't do passenger runs.
Yeah,
So they used sort of those two, I think, for like when we were all getting people in the car.
Yeah.
They went out to keep the show going.
Yeah.
So even when cars are broken, they'd go out.
Yeah, to
and
break
keep,
it up a
and
bit,
keep it sort of
please.
going.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, because I got that session in between the sessions, which I wasn't expecting to do, we went to do like one last run, and one of the guys, didn't even get his name, but he was driving the purple and green BRZ.
Oh,
Yep.
Jai.
Joy.
Jai.
Yeah.
He we went into the bottom corner, and my car just like virtually stalled out, and all I heard was this massive big clunk.
Yeah,
And I was like,
Jai's actually got a pretty neat 350 too.
does he? Anyway, I was a bit nervous.
Very
and
successful.
I know getting the car started
He
again.
can
but-
definitely pedal.
Yeah.
Go check him out, Mungie525, I think it is, on Insta.
5'2" something.
Yeah, something like that, but he's one of the big seasoned boys. He's good at that out there.
But yeah, I got the car going again, and I was just listening for the scraping noises,
Yep.
and there were none.
Okay.
So I thought it was easier not to look, just drive the car. So we kept going, and we finished off, but I actually ended up running out of fuel that time too.
There was one time
band camp.
I heard an RB just going boom, 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 boom off the Lemmy. Like we couldn't see the track. I go, Jeff, bloody Carl's on. We rock up. It's the Cameron boys. And Jeff goes, no, Carl doesn't do Lemmy.
Yeah, we were actually. That was a big bone of contention for us because he only knows right forward.
The fish and drift
But number one
is
rule
known for
is
bouncing
Lemmy,
off
you know.
the Lemmy.
I was trying to be conservative.
Do I have to buy your valve springs, mate?
I got them.
You,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
But on Sunday I hit a lot more limiter.
Yeah,
we
Like
did.
a hell of a lot more.
yeah.
I think you finally got
you-
used to probably running a lot bigger tyre on the front too.
Did that make
Yeah.
a difference, mate?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So
to give you an idea, so previously I run like some cheese cutters pretty much.
225, I know.
215, 35,
It's smaller than the
18.
Cressy.
Yeah, they'll like when I saw them off the car, I actually didn't realise how small they were.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
they're tiny.
That's what I was running for a front tyre.
So these are your old fronts.
Yeah, those tyres are actually pretty grippy, so I noticed them up on the track pretty nicely. And we've gone just to what we run on the rears of the car in the front with the 235 Rodex.
And these are your new fronts.
Yeah, pretty much. And
What a
Bit of a
difference.
difference.
even though they're a cheaper tyre, because there was a lot more on the ground and, and in the corners, it steered a hell of a lot nicer.
So,
Like, and a lot more like.
nicer feedback through the hands.
Yeah, and it was amazing how much different when like if you put a little bit of input in, the reaction you got was actually really cool.
Yeah.
Good prep work for comp.
Yes.
What fronts do you run on the VU, mate?
Like a 245 19.
245.
Yeah.
19s.
19s. That's what those BBS. They're big replicas, mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, they're genuine.
Yeah, good.
Don't tell Jeff. Jeff hates
They're
replicas.
genuine replicas, Jeff.
Oh, fuck. For me, it's cancelled.
Genuine reps for days.
So, what tyre are you running? Rodex, Salins?
Whatever I can get my hands on, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
Used to run a lot of the Diamondbacks because they tended to last pretty well, and same with the Max Treks. Max Treks just didn't put out a lot of smoke,
Yeah.
but Diamondbacks seemed to last, and they put a bit of smoke out, and
I
play
started
around
drifting on
with
the max tracks, whatever you call them. And,
Yeah,
I noticed once they get to the indicator, they're like pretty much ice skates.
Yeah, and
They
they're
just change characteristics straight up. Like,
deadly in the wet too, eh?
Yeah.
Down at Matsuri a couple of times there, we were just running them in the wet, and just
Ice.
ice.
yeah,
It was,
right.
Scary,
it was
man.
fun though.
Oh, it's always fun, yeah.
Yeah, and they put their prices up now, so they're not even the cheap tyre. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you need your cheap tyres, apart from seeing the boys at Jack's, go see Clee at LS Army. He hooked us up with Karl, all of Karl's tyres, didn't use that many, and we still got, we still got
10.
20 odd. 10? 5 pairs.
Yeah, he's 10.
It's not bad.
Or nearly 10, I'd say.
And he
like-
didn't use enough right foot.
I wasn't
Jeffrey's on you about that right foot, eh?
I was on the right. If you see some videos from Sunday, I was
Yeah, well, there was
on the right foot Sunday.
Triple M put up a good video of you.
Really?
Well, yeah, Triple M radio out there annoying you. Well, they're on the sideline while Tony Bishop was giving the old Lemmy finger, but you ignored him. But shout out to Tony, he made that event really good too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, good boy to hang around with, and
We had a few drinks with him afterwards.
Anyway,
Hence why we didn't get there Sunday.
he did. He managed to pull through.
I'll give it to him, eh?
Those boys
done
were out
well.
riding scooters at 3 o'clock in the morning or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
I heard him talking about it.
Yeah, him and Greenhill, they're out and about partying.
Making the most of Rockynats, as you do.
Yeah.
Jumping on the scooters.
Yep. So, how long you been drifting for?
Since I was 15.
Aren't you
think that's-
16 now?
18.
Oh,
18.
Shit, so not
Next
long.
month anyway,
yeah, okay.
Nah,
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
20. Yeah. Don't let mum see this.
You need another one.
Yeah, yes, please.
Oh, nearly.
You too, Benny?
Pretty pleased, mate. Yeah, no, I got the Ute when I was 15, I think.
Did you like start driving at? I don't know if you confused with somebody else, but at Gracemere in a Supra.
No, that was a mate of mine, Chad. Chad Welsh started out in a Supra.
So that was cool.
Thanks, mate.
You're good, mate.
Yeah, he.
I think like you and him, you both had to have your dad in the car because you're under 16
Yeah.
to drive.
Yeah, pretty much. Chad was always like that one step ahead. He lived out in Cabra, and they had a big acreage out there, and they had like a little drift track
On Biddo or
on the
concrete or?
on the dirt.
Oh, everyone needs to learn how to drive on dirt.
Yeah, they used to paddock bash the shit out of this Supra
Yeah,
out there, and
right.
it was so sick. And we bought an old VR Commodore to take out there, and that's where I sort of learned out there with him. Yeah, it was good.
You definitely learnt well, I'll give you that, mate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Can
Good
drive.
driver. Yeah.
What's your greatest achievement in drifting so far, you reckon?
Oh,
Being on this podcast?
yeah.
You're being on the world's biggest drifting podcast. Is that right? Or
Yeah.
Australia's
Australia's.
biggest drifting.
Australia's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Honoured.
Yeah, well,
Honoured.
It's the only one.
that's the only one. So.
Oh, well, it's still an achievement.
It's
mate.
still the biggest, mate.
Yeah, something's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I did a pretty sick reverse entry once, but I did two pretty sick.
You've done a few good ones. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Backing's
I did
always a good memories.
Yeah, they're always pretty good. Yeah, I did some nice big flash one into the dipper at Matsuri one Arby.
Yep.
Took me about 16 attempts to get it, just from dickheads stopped in the middle of the track. and-
Delaying you and whatnot.
Yeah, like Clayton's one.
and then the dickhead behind the wheel stuffing up, but
I seen one of the videos that
Experience, mate.
Travis Smith took it, and it was just like it almost would have been like he's like 45 degrees backwards, or whatever you want to call it. I swear he put a video up on my Matsuri of you doing it.
like coming. Pretty much the back end of the car was facing the camera the whole time.
Yeah, it was cool as.
Yeah.
That one got shared around a few times.
Yep.
And managed to do a reverse entry wall tap at
Oh, actually, I
Short track as
saw
well.
your.
Pretty
Is that the
fun.
nighttime one?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, legit.
Jiggy has a good video.
Yeah, well, I was standing there watching it, and he's come down short track. Was that like the big entry comp that they were doing, or was that just the normal?
No, it was just normal.
He would have honestly, he just hit the wall, about that hard, and it was probably about 3 meters of sparks where he just slid the wall and like 90 degrees to it, just like that.
Yes.
And dude, it was the most spectacular thing I've ever seen on that short track.
Yeah.
It
It was cool.
What we managed to do is we managed to hit the left-hand side of the rear
Yeah.
while we were going backwards
Yeah,
down there,
right.
scraping the wall, and then we just managed to clip the right-hand side as we did an exit. Yeah, it was pretty fast.
That's an
But
achievement.
you can
Give you that one.
claim the glory, mate. Don't say we. You were
We.
the driver.
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
yeah.
it.
He's a wee man, mate.
Wait.
He's
Yeah,
a
I've
wee
got to
man.
involve everyone.
Yeah.
But it was really spectacular to see. Even I was just like, wow. Ben, teach me some things.
So how many Matsuris have you done?
So started in 2017
Yeah.
and did everyone up until last year.
Yeah.
And so I think we did about 9. Entered 9 Matsuris, yeah. So I used to go to them when I was in school, man.
Yeah.
Sick.
You've done more drifting in your 3 years or 4 years?
6.
6.
Oh,
6. Yeah.
City's 22.
I'm all over it, though.
Mush brain.
In your 6 years that people have done in their lifetime, I reckon. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
Definitely.
love it, mate.
But Ben, I think too, Ben's whole family has a car background. You know what I mean? His dad, his brother, even his sister.
Yeah.
So they would do what do you call not street sprints, like tarmac.
Yeah, so Dad does
Yeah.
a series down at Morgan Park, down in Warwick.
Yeah,
he goes
okay.
down there 4 times a year. They race on a circuit down there. It's
He was born with a steering wheel in his hand.
Well, there you go.
nice.
It definitely helps, doesn't it?
Dad built
Yeah.
hot rods and stuff while I was growing up.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Luke's got a WRX. That's my brother.
Yeah.
It's pretty slow, but you let him get involved anyway.
Shout out to your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your Lukey. Participation award, mate.
So that just reminded me of something. You recently attended the Gladstone Drift School
Yeah.
as a mentor and helping some teaching and doing some testing. What do you think of the day?
That was awesome. We need more people.
Definitely need more tutors and more steerers.
But you know,
Yes.
I was talking to Ben, it would be like a week or 2 out, I think it was, before the drift school. And he's like, oh, hit him up to go down and just give the car a bit of a test drive.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, mate, you're going to be one of like the demo drivers and teachers. He's like, what?
Yeah, well,
Haven't they told you yet?
Just a heads up there.
Yeah, so overall it was a good day.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was awesome. Got to meet some pretty cool people, teach some people how to drift, and it's always good to help, get a second set of eyes on your driving style.
Yeah.
Then you can really refine how you drift. Like we had one bloke there in a ute similar to mine. Nathan Pratt. That's it.
He's actually entered in the comp.
Has he? Mm-hmm. That'll be good to see him in there.
He's the speedway driver.
Yeah, he's very well experienced.
You could tell by the way he drove that he was very ex-speedway driver because he could use his left foot as his variable.
Okay.
He'd just hold his right foot on the accelerator pedal and just use his left foot to sort of steer the car.
Yeah, that's from being a sprint car driver.
Yeah, unlike normal drifting where you use your right foot as the variable and left foot brake where you need. And
I did have to tell him off for left foot braking a few times.
Left foot for correction, right foot for control.
What do you mean telling him off?
Mate, you should have seen the black lines he was leaving. We weren't allowed to leave black lines.
What drift day are you going to?
No, mate, this is like actual decent black lines, not like your...
When you're talking about like, you mean like the groove in the track from the rim line?
Yeah, that,
And I did that without my left foot.
Without any brake, without any time.
I ripped that track right up. And the only one to do it at the moment, all right?
And not to do it again.
And that was off power. Imagine I was on power.
Probably wouldn't happen.
We had a few niggles with your car, so we've got to try and diagnose that before the next little event.
This Saturday.
Yep. A few little nigglies to sort out.
So you're thinking crank angle sensor or...
Yeah, it just feels too much like one. It got gradually worse and too intermittent, you know what I mean? Like, it started off, it was playing up and I threw it only into a left-hand corner. And I was like, maybe it is a fueling issue. But then it died on a straight.
Yeah, okay.
So...
Yeah, right.
You know what to fix that?
And you've got...
Right foot.
So the thing is...
first answer more, right?
That's my first answer.
Yeah. Don't worry, that's what's probably going in one of those.
Yeah. When I first started doing it on the Sunday, so I went back and found some water in the cam angle sensor plug. So I thought, that's probably what it is, because we had to hose the cars down because they were hot. Maybe not bends because it's naturally aspirated. But anyway.
You're getting pretty hot there.
Was it? Anyway, I blew it all out. I went for a run, and it was still doing it, but it was not much. So I was like, I figured out a way around it, and it was don't lift the throttle in these two corners.
Yeah.
So I was using my clutch to regulate what I was doing. And the clutch pedal went from like traveling 6 inches to traveling 2 inches.
Oh, right. So you started frying the clutch.
Yeah. But I got through it. It still works. It doesn't slip. Doesn't make any noises.
And you've got the OEM, what are they called? Trigger?
Yeah, I still run
CAS. Sorry.
It's like, everyone I talk to, like, I reckon my car defines odds for RB life.
Yeah.
Because it's virtually stock.
Yeah.
It's got stock CAS. It's just, I put like a forward-facing platinum injectors in it. The internals are stock, except for a couple of rod bolts and head studs.
Yeah.
And it makes about 500 rear wheel horsepower.
So she's having a good run.
Oh yeah, it's been together 5.5 years still.
Yeah,
the motor.
Yeah, I had the genuine cast in mine and had no dramas. I think they're a bit hit and miss, aren't they?
Yeah, and I've never ever put a new cast in it. I've always put second-hand ones in it. I've had 2 fail before.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they are known for it. Hit and miss item.
I was actually going to send Maxi from OnSong a message and be like, because he was selling some of the trigger kits.
You got some more in the stock.
So I was
actually, warehouse.
Yep, I was going to actually send a message and see what I can do to get a kit in the car. So.
Oh, you won't with that ECU.
Really?
Your ECU doesn't pick up that trigger.
Well, I got another ECU to go in it.
Yep, that's what you need.
Right, well, we'll just hang off for the other motor then.
Yeah. Yep. Maxi will hook you up anyway, mate. Yeah. Thanks, Max.
Yeah, that's right.
So you gotta get all your parts, OSP Warehouse, send him a message.
OnSong, don't forget to check out his YouTube, Boost Gumps.
Yeah. And did you know he loves tuning RBs and LSs?
And 1Js.
If you need to take your car somewhere.
Big supporter of Brad at Turning Point.
Ooh.
So,
No, that's all right because Max is a supporter of him, so it makes sense.
it's weird. You talk to all the tuners, and they actually all talk together, and they're all mates.
Yeah, there's nearly like two sides though. It's like a football team. They're like this side hates this side, and they don't get along.
Yeah, but these two teams do. No, I knew you were into turning point. I just want to see what you say.
LS doesn't need tuning, mate. She's all good.
So you've also put any expressions in for the comp as well?
Yeah.
Yep. So what do you think about CQ's biggest?
Well, first of all, is this your first comp?
Yeah,
or?
this will be the first comp.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
pretty keen, pretty excited.
Yep.
Don't know how well I'll do, but just keen to.
Well, you got a lot of
in
tandem experience. I'm guessing.
And you can drive, man. You'll do pretty good, I reckon.
But unlike like you or Brad, like your cars have grip.
No.
I'm in an SS Ute. I put my foot down and it stays in the one spot and just lights up tyres.
Sandbags, mate.
Sandbags, yeah.
Oh, no.
Australia.
I'm actually struggling for grip in the back of that.
Yeah.
Like it's like Tiffany's 32 would walk away from me.
Yeah.
At the Rockynats.
Yeah.
Like I could not get enough drive. Like I even pulled angle out of the car to try and get it down, but again, like but my rear setup, my rear setup's pretty basic.
Yeah.
I've even been talking from Zach from Gravy Garage because we've been sort of comparing notes on cars because we've been driving together at Matsuri and our setups are actually very, very similar. So we've been talking about what I'm going to go and what he might be doing with his car as well. And he should hopefully be here for this Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I know he's entered, but
he's asked me if I'm going to be there this Saturday because he wants to try and throw down some laps and get an idea on how it's all going to work.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so this comp will be anyone with decent grip who's got a high chance of winning. You got to get the power to the ground.
I will admit though, when I went out for practice at Saturday Rockynats, I had Brad's 11-inch wide GDCs on the back.
2.5s.
Dude, it was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a completely different car.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is gonna be so much fun. And then I went back to the 235s. I was like,
5 PSI.
I run on about 25, and I was starting to drop them right down. But I was like, no, I'll end up just frying something. So
Yep. And rolling her off the bead too as a risk.
Yeah.
Don't want to be doing that in the demo. Really,
smack on the wrist,
bad look.
Kicked off.
Yeah, no, definitely don't want that, do you?
Yeah, I had a few people say like, you're getting pretty close to the wall, Carl. They're gonna kick you off if you hit one. But it just the way my car swung around the track, it just sat in those spots nicely. If I tried to go a bit shallower, it was almost like a bit of a handful to try and keep it nice. So it was just actually nicer to try and get close to the wall. It just flowed a lot neater.
Yeah, it is a very thin track as well. It's thin and it's long, so you...
And
big cars be hard.
They said on the track walk Saturday that it was 3 meters skinner on the bottom corner.
2 meters skinnier or something like that.
Did you notice that from last year?
Oh, I didn't really.
Just work with it.
I tend to just look and see, right, I need to go there and look at where I need to go.
I'll tell you, I think the biggest adjustment driving my car at Rockynats, what I'm used to, is not being able to see behind me. No rear vision mirror. And like the mirrors, the mirrors on the car work, but
shit house.
Because they're a bit smaller, like there's not as noticeable what's happening. So you really are driving off feel. It's like I feel like I'm 3 meters off the wall. So if I hang it from here, I'll have a bit of clearance. Well,
you don't need mirrors for drift comp, mate.
Nah.
So you get used to it.
That's what I like though, because it was actually a good awareness to be like, this is how it's feeling. And then I saw some videos of those runs. It's like, well, shit, I got a meter up my sleeve, like, so like, you can get that feeling, which is really good.
Well, I actually had some good messages from DCL. They were loving the wing.
Really?
Yeah.
They got the wang and they were loving it.
They love their own wing.
Yeah, they love it.
You wouldn't believe it.
If you're watching this, can you send me some execution plates for the side, please?
Oh, I'll have to spread them a message. But they've been watching and following all your photos and videos.
Really?
Oh, you were everywhere, mate.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Well, I sort of did put you everywhere. But
Channel 9 years.
Yeah, but so BCL. But there's not many boys running them in Australia, but we're definitely giving them a good rep at the moment. So
I'll take another one.
Yeah,
we need one for the no. 33, mate.
I need one for the S14.
Matching cars.
They ain't got a big enough boat anchor.
What? What are you talking about?
Big boat anchor
Your
off the
whole
back of
car
yours.
is an anchor, mate.
Listen to their aircon.
Well, you know
That's cute.
when I picked it up right before Rockynats and drove it home on the trailer, I'd left and I was driving out and I said to Ashley, so I'm actually worried about the wing. She's like, what, you want to take it off? I said, no. So I'm worried that it's going to give me that much downforce on the trailer driving. I'm going to jackknife the car going down the highway.
Jeez, the front of the trailer starts lifting up.
I was honestly thinking about it because like it's pretty on a cool angle.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after Nats, the coppers pulled you up.
Oh yeah.
What's to go there?
Did you see the video? The photo?
I saw the photo, yeah.
So I was like, I was leaving Nats. I messaged Brad and Jess, said, hey, like I broke the car. The bar's hanging off it, I damaged it. And Brad's like, well, look, if you're up to it, bring it down tonight, drop it off, and we'll try and get it fixed up, ready for the Saturday's practice at Benaraby. I said, right, we had dinner, threw the family in the car, we head off. Where you come from, Parkhurst onto Yeppoon Road heading down here.
Yep.
If you actually don't know it, there's a 50-kilometre-hour sign right at the traffic lights on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
That
caught me by surprise.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting about it. And but if you
smush brain.
if you actually turn the corner like from like the little slip lane thing, by the time you sort of look, make sure no one's coming, and take off, you miss it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I started getting off. I get up to 70, and I sort of just saw this flicker in the mirror, and I was like, and then all of a sudden you see the cop car pull out and the lights are on, and I was just going, oh shit. And Ash is like, what's wrong? I said, I'm getting pulled over. She's like, is a trailer not roadworthy? I'm like, probably not. And I pulled over, and she's like, why are you getting pulled over? I said, well, there's a 50k area, I'm doing 70, and it's Easter holiday, so double demerits and whatever. And now I'm doing this online, so I'm going to get a fine in the mail.
Well, the cop will be watching because he's one of your fans now.
But anyway, he rushed out of the window, and he was real cool. I said, look, mate, just so you know, I forgot my wallet. I can recite my driver's license number. I said, he's like, nah. He's like, he goes, I'll be honest, man. I've got a few minutes, but I wanted to really check your car out.
And you're like, you're obviously not talking about the Trident.
So we jumped out of the car because he's the copper himself actually had an S13.
Yep.
And then he had a 32 GDR, and he did the Hawkins. They did a
Cootamundra.
Yeah, they did a time attack at Queensland Raceway like a few years ago.
Yeah.
He actually raced the 32 there against Luke Fink, and he was telling me about a bit of his experiences and stuff. And he said he just really misses his S13, and he really wanted to look at this car. So he pulled me up just to say hi and look at the car, look at my wang. So, and he was just really cool. And he's like, I won't hold you up too long. I've got a job to do as well. He's like, I just really want to have a look at the car. It looked really cool on the trailer.
That's awesome.
So we shook hands. I got a photo, and off I went.
It doesn't happen every day, does it?
No.
So on big news front too at Nats, there's a big failure. If you haven't seen it yet, Steffi blew a gearbox.
Need some donations.
So the Terror Squad did a good job all weekend. But
$12.
So Tyler blew a gearbox, and he is entered in the comp.
Get on it, guys.
We're going to be down at Gladstone Drift this weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to bring the bucket, and anyone who wants to throw some coin in, it might buy some Penrite gear oil, but we'll see what happens.
We'll get the oil sorted.
We'll have your oil covered. But so what do you think the Terror Squad boys did? Obviously, you're a part of the boys as well.
I think so. I don't know. I've got a sticker on my car from years ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think? Like they threw down all weekend.
Oh yeah,
Staines' efforts in the pit.
They had their little everyone seemed to have their little fair issues of issues, but everyone managed to keep the cars going.
Yeah.
So
what Stainesy did is exhaust.
The
exhaust fell off, didn't it?
Stainesy broke an exhaust mount, but on Saturday he actually it was the lower rear control arm
joint.
Yeah, joint actually busted open on the car, which is why his wheel was sitting all cocky.
Yeah.
Then something else happened to his car as well. Then Soz's car he came in one time and he said it was missing, and he found a coil pack jumping around top of the engine bay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I think Stacey did an engine mount too.
No, Solza did an engine mount.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, and then like the Cameron boys, like they were pretty solid all weekend. Then they had a bit of an incident where they clipped each other on one of the days, and they had to pull a bit of the corner out or something on the front of the 33 it was, I think.
Yep.
But then on Sunday, I don't know if they did a gearbox as well, because they made a big crunch, and then they got pushed off the track.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the 33, wasn't it?
That was the 33 still. The 32 was still going.
Yeah.
RB25 box. Is he running? Stock box?
I'd imagine so. They all had 25s in them.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was almost going to ask him for his cast out of his car.
Yeah, right.
But the day was nearly over.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, but Scotty's car looked tricked too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That out there,
that's
the rotor.
Oh,
It's so good to see a rotor out and about. And
Yeah.
that on the Equips. Oof.
Did any of you see him hit the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, like, that was...
I cried.
It wasn't... The damage, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
But it happened right in front of me, because, like, we went out... I swear it was our second run. And we went from that second... On the third lap at Rockynats, we got to... At the start of the third lap, we got to change positions. So you go into the top corner, and then one goes wide, one goes shallow, and you switch and do 2 more laps. So that way you go do a lead and then chase them.
So that's what you get told. You get told 2 laps, swap, 2 laps, come in.
Yeah.
It's choreographed.
Okay.
So...
Yep.
And we...
it
Sorry?
wasn't enough.
Nah.
I've seen the list. 80%. What's this? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't drive more than 80%, they said. I think it was around 70 because I was scared.
I think
scared to start off with. Anyway,
We were going to change the fish and drifts name to Limmy and Drifts, but we can't anymore. It's like Karl.
I'm nervous about my standard oil pump, okay, mate? Standard oil pump does not like the Limmy bash.
Do you know who can fix that?
Max from Onsong.
Yeah, Max.
Yep.
OSP parts.
That's
But
it.
yeah.
But anyway, we switched, and Scotty like roared past me, and he's just gone and backed into the wall.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what?
Yeah, he only bent that exhaust tip. That was the only thing.
Yeah, and just I was rear a little bit. So yeah, it was all right. But he reckons like he gripped it up heaps and test drove it, I think, at Queensland Raceway.
Yep.
Then he realised it was too much grip for a small track.
Yeah.
So after that, he just pulled all the toe out of the rear. He said it was pretty good.
Yeah, they had some alternator issues and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that sort of ruined his
Charging
weekend,
up
but-
to, I think he said 25 volts.
20 volts or something. Yeah, something crazy. Well, the headlights started flipping up mid-track.
I thought he did that on purpose. I'm like, how cool is that?
Style points.
Yeah. Style points. Yeah.
But so it was overall a good weekend. Burnouts were average because that's like it doesn't really take skills, but
Oh, calm down.
oh, it is.
Jeez.
At least the drifting is controlled.
Really hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
I know,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Oh,
I know.
you missed.
But
you
it
missed,
is, like
you missed Benny's burnout.
Oh yeah, no, I did see the videos.
Oh, you like burnouts now?
But that's not shit. Like there's an AU Falcon on the skid pan with
Who,
a 5 litre, and he couldn't even get it up to speed. He couldn't even get the tyres off
Where
it.
was your Crusader there?
It would have done it.
Oh, it wasn't there doing it.
Oh no, it's asleep. It's hiding.
It'll be the next year.
It'll be there next year in the burnouts.
Yep. And trick drags.
Because you can't drift for shit.
Oh yeah.
We've got a drift day coming up, a learner day coming up.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah. You want to get Benny in there to teach you?
Yeah.
I need someone with a more boat experience.
Yeah, there you
Who
go.
drove your
First
car
tip-
last?
The girls at the school day.
Oh, you might have to get Emma to teach you.
Probably. She's driven it more than I have. But yeah, and then Danny drove it as well, and
Yeah.
someone else, but I can't remember then.
Yeah, calm down, mate. We've got the microphone right there.
No.
Wait, that was his signal. Brad, I'll
Yeah,
want another
yeah,
drink,
yeah.
mate.
Yeah, it's it. No, I'm
Just say.
Oh, no.
Oh, you see, you can't drift, you can't drink.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
can you do, mate?
Nothing.
He can deliver parts.
You can't even do nothing.
Nah, I doubt that.
Oh,
Hey, you deliver my parts well.
Yeah, that's about it. But yeah. So where do you want to see your progression go to, like drifting? You reckon? I know where these two. They want to both do high tech one day.
Oh, you want me to?
Oh,
Not in that boat.
I just want to go to Archie, mate, and run a bike.
yeah, I don't know. I see
Just have some fun and
see as far as I can push it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. If James Dean is watching, if he wants a second driver, yeah, hit us up, mate.
That's what I mean. It's fucking.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, and he's Eurofighter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a soft
car,
spot for
innit?
BMWs.
I never liked BMWs till I seen that.
With an SR20 in it.
God's mode, eh? What are you thinking, James? Seriously.
SR20 is in his RX-7, doesn't he?
Does he
Like that he
now?
built
Yeah, I
yonks
think
ago?
he did. Yeah, SR20 and the
yeah.
RX-7.
He's running 2 J's.
So he's got the Nissan motor
Beamer,
in the
innit?
BMW,
Yeah, I think so.
and then the Toyota motor in the Nissans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Andrew Brady's doing the VIC-20 VET in
Yeah.
13. That'll be interesting. And
Brady gets mentioned every podcast,
yeah,
eh?
he does. He's
He
number
loves
one
it, eh?
supporter of the potty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Always in the
can
photo
cook a
room
sausage.
drinking and watching.
Always get a photo.
It's not Woody and the bloody sitting there watching. But yeah. But what other big builds are in the cards anyway? I don't know.
Actually, what do you got coming up?
Oh, well, I don't have anything coming up.
Oh, come on.
Well, I got an S13.
Yeah, see?
I've had that for nearly a year already, and I've only torn out about that much sound editing out of the thing and just given up.
I did dry ice. It's
Dry-
amazing.
Yeah, I did. I ran out of dry ice.
What? I bought like $50 worth. Did the whole inside of this thing nearly.
You know, dry ice manufacturers don't do the snap-on truck card, eh? Where I $50 a week on it.
That's before we snap on.
That wasn't full snap.
So you got plans for an S13, mate? Like,
Yeah, we do. It's still very much in the... I don't really know what I want to do. I wanted to make it a proper comp car, but then I look at like the Terror Squad boys and I think, it'd be cool to have a street retroed S13 and then I look at a few of my mates like Saxon down in Brisbane.
He can definitely pedal, that kid.
Oh yeah, he's so clever.
Like he will become Australia's best within the next 3 or 4 years. Without a doubt.
He went to World
Carl was
Contact,
gonna-
eh?
Nah, Carl's going to get left behind by Saxon. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'll sell the third.
You'll take third.
Yeah, but he can
Depends
definitely
on
drive,
the
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah, so his build's pretty hectic too.
yeah. Well, he's pretty fortunate. They bought a GT86
Yes.
for him. Bo Yates's.
Oh,
ex.
so his old car.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
took it
right.
down to World Time Attack. Unfortunately, though, he got knocked out in top 32. He had
Yeah,
a
the
DB.
tyre issue, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
we
no.
drove all the way down there to watch him too.
Oh,
and it happened
no,
right
that's
in
right,
front
I
of
did see
us.
you there, yeah.
Poor bugger, but yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
you shouldn't have gone. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that would have been right.
yeah, but I seen him at Weekend Roast last year
Yeah, and he's
in the 180 and
Yeah, he's got
he's
some
just running
skills,
the
man.
mark, eh?
Yeah,
But there's some good young kids actually in the scene that's coming through, and there is a 15-year-old that wants to enter the amateur drift comp,
yeah.
the second one.
Where's
Yeah.
that from?
Bundy,
Bundy boy.
and his old man can definitely pedal, so must run in the bloodline. He's driving a JZX90.
So how
Yeah.
come his old man's not in the comp?
He is actually in the comp.
right.
He's entered, so I don't know what he's driving, but
In the amateur comp or the first one?
the Pro-Am, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's coming out of retirement. So the list is coming out soon.
Do you ever retire from drifting?
Probably not.
Well, I'm currently drifting, dude. Mush.
Yeah,
Still drifting.
but yeah, like what do you think's the most important thing starting off? You need.
Well, a lot of the kids nowadays are starting off with sims. Actually, when I've been into it for a couple of years now. We got a bit of a PC set up at home, and I go on there every now and again and just throw down and
Just get some
teaches you
feeling
so
back.
much. But there's so many people like Saxon, for example. He just drove sims for like 4 years or something like that, driving with anyone and everyone online. And
That's awesome.
they buy him a 180SX, and the kids like door and everyone.
Yeah, and good
first up
drivers
out.
too. Like
Yeah.
It's amazing what a sim can do for you. Eh?
Yeah, like that Jai.
Yeah.
Jai in the Drift Cadet 86.
Yeah.
Apparently he just throws down hard on the sim as
So
well.
it is an 86.
GT.
it is GT86.
BRZ.
86?
Late model Toyota sports car.
Yeah.
86
What
or
did I call it? 86? You
AE
said-
86.
What do I call it?
86.
So I was right then.
No, in the message group is the AE.
Oh, yeah. That's stuff up there then.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, poor AE. but because that AE was sexy. So, but yeah. So what is happening with your AE actually? We might actually talk about this market for a second.
Everyone sees me in the vlogs, mate. But I started back working on it today.
Yep.
So Karl's car's all done and dusted. We've obviously got a couple of repairs to do. But I started painting up some motor parts. As you can see probably in the background there, the car's in primer. But before we paint it, we're going to...
Cool,
It's got a quick one. It's got taste.
Sports compact. So before we paint it, we're going to put the motor together, put the motor in, get the car running. And then the last thing we're going to do is paint it. So... my cousin, Nick, he's building the motor for it. He's a mechanic from way back, and he loves carby motors. So he's taken charge on the little 4AC.
Yep.
He's got the cam even reground. Reground, so she got a little bit of chop to her.
Yeah.
So
got a new head too, isn't it?
Yeah, the head's been refurbed. Pretty much, yeah. Looks brand new now. So
how many head studs are you short?
I still need 2 more. I got head studs coming from all over the world. Come in one. I'll show you.
It's legit.
This is pretty funny. It's like legit.
I got head studs coming in one by one.
They should have the dealer codes.
Actually, that came in 2. Look at that. 1.
Or head bolts.
Yeah. Well, them 2 are together. There's 1 by itself.
They don't tell us where they come from.
1.
Did he bring COVID with him?
1.
Don't breathe in.
1.
Yeah,
So-
legit all over the world.
So yeah, we hit up Toyota in Brisbane, and they're like, there is none in Australia, but we'll search the whole worldwide web for it.
Yeah.
And they reckon there was only like 2 places that had 2, and the rest is just 1 all over the world. I was like, oh, we need them. Bring them in.
Just stocking like 1 head bolt.
Yeah, I know.
In like an entire warehouse, you have 1 head
They're
bolt.
probably in the obsolete bin getting ready to be thrown out.
It's insane.
But
so yeah, missing 2. That's all we're really missing. I've got about $1,000 of parts that I've got to buy, and that motor is sorted. Interior,
new carb, you got all sorts.
yeah, upgraded carby. It's a Weber, so she should have at least 90 horsepower.
Do you know what that does? Do you know what that brings back?
What's that? Brings back key bangers.
Yeah, boy.
No key banger king.
Fly back to the 08s.
Oh yeah, my first car was an A86 and 4AC in it, and me, Jeff, a couple other mates drive around town when we were 17, and we just bloody key banger on the foot, boom, bang, past the nightclubs, the bloody security are going like this, thinking there's gunshots going on. We're just laughing our heads off, man. Yeah, it come to the point where the carby actually exploded. Yeah, so
Yeah, that was a fun car.
it's not healthy.
Cool.
No, that was definitely a fun car. There is videos in its Bulldog on YouTube somewhere.
It's Bulldog 18, 1 video on there.
Yeah, you can see it when it blew up.
Yeah, when I put the turbo motor in there, I blew it up 3 times in 4 months. Yeah,
And this heat, right foot.
yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're not on the me tonight.
He's got more right foot than I do, but I'm still faster than him.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Lighter car, more horsepower, power to weight ratio, you smoke him.
Okay.
Sometimes Jeff makes sense. Okay? only sometimes.
We'll leave it at that, other than that he needs more toe, less lock.
Oh, jeez. Okay, question. When are you drifting again, Jeffrey?
I ordered tyres today.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
Are you going to do the comp?
No.
The amateur comp?
No.
No?
I don't even remember how to drive, so I'm going to start. I actually jumped on the sim for the first time in like 6 months last night.
Yeah?
I did alright at some places, and then I got to dial in all steering settings and get all my shit back together.
Dude, his steering settings are like drive an old HQ Holden, eh? It's like, And then you go sideways and it's like, there's no turn back. And it was like, this is shit. I walked out after 5 minutes. This is not practicing. I feel like I'm in a HQU.
Yeah, but it definitely, you definitely get to learn your hand movements and memory. So you got to fight the freaking thing.
But you need to dial in, because I've watched James Dean on his sim. And then you look at his in-car, actually in the actual car.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same. His sim is set up exactly the same as his car. He's like, whoop, yep, handbrake, yep. And it's just like, that's dialed in.
If everything goes to plan, we might try and take it Saturday. We'll see.
Oh, the Cressy. Saturday, the drift day.
Yeah, we'll do. Up until lunchtime before we get all the comp layout organised. And
yep, Karl will be doing the comp layout.
Hopefully.
Yep.
We'll double check the car tonight and make sure it's going to be on song for the weekend.
So, 9 a.m. Saturday the 23rd. Spectators is welcome at Gladstone Drift. $5 spectators. Kids under 12 free.
Make sure you save a few bucks.
We need it for Tyler. Yeah.
Tyler. Get him a gearbox. Yep. Tyler Stiff Walker.
We probably spent more than that at the pub the other day.
I think we all did, yeah.
But we didn't know the gearbox had blown at that point, so sorry.
He told us at the pub.
Oh, there you go. I don't remember, but anyway.
We were drinking their sorrows away for it.
That's it. But,
that was a good night. Got to catch up with a few of the Drift Cadet boys.
Well, we left Drift Cadet about 4 o'clock to the pub at 4:30 and didn't leave till 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brad doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Dude.
We didn't have no hotel, no nothing.
We went there for 2 drinks. Dead sad. And then someone else that you haven't seen in a while would walk in, have a drink and catch up with them. Another guy would walk in you haven't seen in a while, have a drink and catch up with them. And then
it's dangerous.
And then Emma made up this rule of this.
Oh, fucking Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo.
Is that the one where you have the drink in your left hand?
Yeah. You're not allowed to have it in your right hand.
Oh, so we played that in Hawaii on like a bus tour. And if you drank from your left hand, you had to have Buffalo. You had to always have it in your right hand.
No, it's the other way around. So it was fuck us because most of us are right-handed.
Well, starting to get used to it.
But but no, it was a good night with the Gladstone crew, and Trav and Renee were there for a bit, and Drift Cadet boys were there. Tony Bishop was out partying.
Jacob and Will, and geez, the list goes on really. Yeah, it was a crazy night.
Yep, but what's on the cards now?
Well, I'm going to compression test my RB. Then I'm going to do diagnostics on the CAS, and we're going to go from there.
And I hear Benny's doing hoops.
Ooh, in the Miata.
What? People haven't even lost.
You're right, man. It's smooth out there.
It's an LSD, but it's turned into a single.
Dude, it's like driving on ice. Should be right.
We got Jason's 350Z out there.
He took the keys.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
I'm sure we can fix that.
No, we'll leave that car alone. He's ended in the comps as well.
Yeah,
and he's a very, very consistent driver.
Maybe next podcast we can do the big update, like driver list.
Yeah, well, once they release it, because I don't even know.
Because the round robin's been changed now. There might be qualifying added.
Yeah, we're waiting on finalisation.
We'll big changes.
I really wish we filmed that chat over there. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was 3 hours after a podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That we sat there until 1 a.m.
Yeah. Like doing maths. Who's a fucking retard?
Yeah. Well, if you'd done the maths in the first place, we would have had to sat there for 3 hours working out what bullshit you made up.
You know what the variable was? Is he couldn't see the board when we did it over here. When he saw the board, you mentally go, well, he's won one, so I'll give one to him.
Yeah.
But when you can't see it, you're just picking off a left or a right. It's a complete different aspect.
Yeah.
But she's all sorted now, and
thanks for our brain work.
Yeah.
You gonna thank us?
No, fuck you.
But rough this bloke.
Yeah, he takes all the credit, mate. That's
no, I don't take no credit. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Edit that part out, Brad.
Yeah. Put the beep here. But
So well, I reckon we'll do that for next potty,
We'll see if they're going to put the drivers list out and go from there, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's only 32 that entered.
Yeah, we've had a few dropouts with mechanical issues, so we've got to... I'm not mentioning names or anything, so we do need as much funds as possible.
Steph if you just want to donate a gearbox.
Yeah, anyone got a T56 lying around?
And would it feel right to not to have Steph at the very first CQ drift comp? He's the face of CQ since he was 17 for drifting.
No Mexico shitty.
Hey?
No, they talk about Mexico.
No, we done a quarrel turn off. What are you talking about? Fucking Mexico. I was there, mate.
That's a good turn off.
Yeah.
So get Tyler's car going and a few others, and everyone's got prep work. We've got practice day. A lot of cars coming. Can't remember names, but
For the practice day.
for the practice day, just trying to get a preview of the layout.
What do you reckon? Got 20 cars?
I think so, somewhere around there. But
Should have been nominate.
Stephen Piggott is bringing that 1,000 horsepower BF.
Oh.
It's already on its way here.
You're worried about the track being ripped up.
Did you bring a 245 though?
Yep. Matty Craig is bringing up his...
He's coming for the practice.
Yep, 1J
Nice.
R32's coming up. That's 5 6s, 100s. Built by Onsong as well.
Yep.
He's coming up for a drive. There's 3 or 4 guys come from Brisbane, Mackay boys.
Well, Zach from Gravy, he's been waiting on some CV boots because apparently at, I think it was Driftorama, Matt Siri, he said it's his diff let go or a shaft let go and destroyed I think a diff, brake lines, the whole lot under the back of the car.
True.
So he's trying to get it all fixed up to come and do Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then the thing is, the guys that are going to be there are going to have the insight, really.
Yeah.
Their advantage, eh?
It is an advantage, but mainly the Saturday is for us to make sure timing, everything's going to work.
Get the
Are you
layout
going?
spot on.
Yeah, of course I'm going.
Yep.
This Saturday.
He wants the $2,500.
Yeah, it's a decent price money.
Want a shot at it. I look professional now, so...
So I told Brad a few podcasts ago, and don't do this, but if you ever think you're going to lose a battle, make sure you hit the car in front of you hard enough so they can't go out for the second run. hey.
Nice fresh quarter.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This
I've already hit it once, so I'm not scared to hit it again.
the layout.
Leave the hidden to me.
Brad wanted the damage at first.
Yeah, pretty much.
The layout's super fast, out of clips, so it's on.
We'll run through it on the next potty. Keep them keen, mate.
I reckon we can draw a map and actually have a board and everything for the track.
I can, yeah. We've got a whiteboard somewhere.
Put some yellow tape down for clipping zones or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll
Get
go.
your artistic skills out, mate.
I'm keen.
Well,
You actually did draw it up a bit at the start, and then Cody refined it.
Did he now?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cody.
They're both driving around in the 13 going...
No, the 14.
Yeah,
I was in Cody Page's 14, yeah, that's right.
Figuring it out.
And so that will be...
That's been Cody's dream layout. That's what we're running on now.
So hopefully Cody gets his 46 belt, isn't it? It's an E46 or E90.
It's E46.
Yeah, so he's got an LS E46, everything in it. It's going to be hectic. And
That's right, we'll run through all that.
yeah, just giving him an update, make sure he gets his car finished.
You're giving Cody an update to finish his own car.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, well, he was driving a car. What was he driving? He wasn't driving a real drift car.
Nah, he wasn't driving a real drift car.
You don't understand.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
No, so the Beam has got more chance of being auto salon too.
Yeah? Am I going to paint it?
No.
Oh, okay. Apparently I do all the auto salon paint jobs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, another inside joke.
All tools supplied by Strap On.
Yeah,
that's right.
Another inside joke.
That's all that one on the car.
But thanks for everyone sticking around and listening to us, and big thank you to Benny for coming down.
I think we'll have to bring him back on again.
Yeah,
sure.
That's it. Yep. I reckon
that's the game.
we'll get something happening, and thank you for attending Smush Brain.
Oh, dude, you're welcome. But hey, look, everyone's got to get on, They got to get on all our platforms. We've got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
TikTok.
Jeff's personal account.
No.
He's OnlyFans. We raise money there as well.
Does he?
Yeah. Gets his titties out.
Yeah, I just see him in a
Send me a link,
mankini.
mate.
But
And all his OnlyFans is going to.
well, he's going backwards then, mate.
But yeah, get on with like YouTube, like, subscribe, send us comments. These boys always message back. Like even I commented one day
Yeah,
saying that
but-
my car was the best looking car.
Definitely put in subjects to talk about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, get involved, guys.
we're doing this because we get asked questions and we try to give you feedback and what we think and go from there, I guess.
Yeah, we just want to get the drift community bigger and better and get everybody involved and turn into one big happy family. And
Kisses
that's
and
it.
cuddles all around.
Yep. And,
No more inter-state or inter-city banter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No banter here, mate.
yeah, but we won't go down that path.
But anyway, another thing is too, like the guys that support us, if you help support them, they help keep this all going on.
Yep,
You know,
definitely.
Like, on-song performance, OSP Warehouse, Pulsar Turbos Australia, Wholesale Paint Group Rockhampton, J-Mac Garage Doors, obviously even Palmer Paint and Panel, Fish and Drifts, these boys.
Jack's Tyres, Rockhampton.
Jack's Tyres, Rockhampton's.
Autobahn.
There we go.
Bursons.
We already said that one.
There's a lot of companies involved. Definitely.
You know, even the guys that support me, we've got Ellis Army Workshop, Pie Guru, Flash Harry Signs, Michael Miller's from Ray White Real Estate in Rockhampton. I missed
Adwill.
one. Adwill Automotive, Brad.
Oh,
Jeff and Adam from Adwill. Brad painted the car.
do you know Jeff?
Not me.
I mean Jiggy.
Yeah,
Jiggalicious.
Jiggy.
And his tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, I don't think he'd be showing
Jiggy
that
on the
off,
back
is
of
it?
his lower back.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even. No, we're not going down there. Anyway.
So, but
Jeffrey has my name on the back of there.
But yeah, and Boost Gums, jump over and follow Max because he helped us out a lot.
Yeah, Max.
So,
Max is definitely a laugh. And
Yeah.
yeah, those boys
Good
are
bloke.
switched on when it comes to LSs. They got bog stock junkyard 80 series with twin turbos on it, makes 600 and goes roll racing with it. So and it's his tow rig. It's not even their play rig. So
Yeah.
and the last person to thank, I almost forgot, is if you're around the CQ Rocky area and you need either glass fitted, tinting done, they even tint homes, businesses. Novus Auto Glass and CQ Solar Tint in Rockhampton. They also have the new shop they've opened up, which is the ACS, the Automotive Calibration Services, for like resetting all your sensors on your crash cars after Brad fixes them.
That's the guy. He's been here a few times, eh? He's helped us out and recalibrated a few cars for us. So, yeah, he definitely gets around and gets the job
did he
done.
do Anthony's?
Sorry, mate.
Did he do Anthony's?
What happened to Anthony's?
The apprentice crashed into it.
Yeah, but he's good.
But yeah, no, thanks for sticking around and letting us talk shit. And
Yeah. And a big thanks to Ben for coming down in the Miata. And
Pleasure.
in about 30 seconds to a minute time, this video's going to cut. There's going to be donuts in the Miata.
subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.